Let's go to task B. You are given 2 minutes. Anyone can begin.
Good morning. Today our topic is motivation is an important factor in achieving academic success. And the question is, who can motivate a person to study? And I think the best motivate a person to study is ourselves, because we know ourselves very well, because we are born with our mind is born with us, with our soul. So we, from the primary schools, since we are studying from primary school to secondary school, and now we are pre-university students, we know all kinds of ways to studies. What kinds of ways of studies is perfect, suitable for us. We knew it very well. What's your opinion, candidate C?
I agree with you there. Because for every student, they must motivate themselves to sharpen up their skills for every subject, everything they learn, to follow up the syllabus and score flying colors in their academic results, so that they can to get a higher grade for better qualification in their future, such like in their work. So, what's your opinion, candidate D?
I'm partially agree with you, because I think that friends is the first person can motivate a person to study the most. If we study with friends together, group studying, if we didn't focus or concentrate in our studies, our friend will stop us from playing phones or do other things else, and ask us to continue our studies. If we get a bad result in our examinations, we can ask any advice from our friends who do better than us, any effective ways to achieve good result. What's your opinion, candidate B?
Yeah, but there are two sides to a coin, and if you say in group studies, your friends can motivate you to focus better, but sometimes in group study, a person also can't focus well just because just like talk to your friend and you can't focus on your study already. And when you study yourself, you can focus easily and just without playing your phone.
I partially agree with your point. If you are in group study, you just keep on talking with others, is just your problem, because you can motivate yourself to focus. But in like we say, like the candidate B said, that study with friends, because one perspective is never enough for true understanding for such certain knowledge. We have more comment or perspective, we can improve how we think about how to solve the questions.
So, I'm quite agree with what candidate A has said. So let me define the word group study. Because the group study is just for us to study together and ask each other the questions that we don't know. It's not that we group together and do our question or the revising by ourselves. There will be a time we will be revising ourselves, but mostly the time we will discuss the question and ask each others, because everyone is different, because they have their strongest aspect in their every subject. So just like you are strong in PA, and you are strong in biology and strong in physics, we can share each other of our knowledge to enhance every subject, so that we can improve our academic results.
And sometimes we got friends, we got an easier way to study. Like this such same question, candidate B, example, the candidate B use the longest way and the candidate D use the shortest way, and you use a shorter period to get the answer. In the exam, we are given a period, so we have to manage how to answer the question very well and in a short period.
Yeah, in addition, if we study alone, study ourselves, if we face any difficulty in studying with that question that we do know, who should we go to ask for? Teachers have more than 20 students however a teacher to answer every student's question. So we should to study together with friends is the best solution to motivate us in study.
Okay, so since we have same target, just like friends and us, we have same target. So we not same people have a different way So we have to find an effective way, the most effective way to study. So, but I think that the teachers or lecturers also can motivate a person to study just because they have experience compared to friends, family members, and even ourselves. They are knowledgeable and have the experience. They can be a role model to us. And what's your opinion today?
I agree with you because recently my chemistry teacher just talked about us what about her experience, because she saw some of the students they are lazy to study. They are good in such subject but they lazy to study. And they define something is more important for us in future. Like if we do not study, we can get a higher salary job, high wage job in future, or we can't in such condition we can't survive in the society. So the teacher is good in the motivation for us in the studies. What's your opinion, candidate D?
Yeah, teachers, as what you candidate says, teachers are very experienced compared to us. They know teachers know how to perform the anything we want to learn the best way, the most effective way. The teachers can teach us in the most effective way, so we can understand it in the shortest period compared to our friends. Maybe our friends will have some uncertainties, so a teacher can give us a very certain and understand answer. What's your opinion?
But I think that the teachers and all the lecturers are just a minor thing to motivate the students, because as there goes, there is a will, there is a way. As the students have their will to study, nothing can stop them. They can achieve their goal easily by their hard working. The teachers are just for the guidance of the students, to teach them the knowledge, to guide them to the right pathway to in their better future. So I still think that the students should have to motivate themselves as they have the will to study strongly.
I agree that what candidate C said, because sometimes the teacher give advice to us it is our business, students' business, that it is the matter they want to accept or ignore it. Therefore, we have to motivate ourselves, because we spend half a day the time in schools, and another half a day we study at home. So we can revision at night by ourselves. Sometimes we can surf the internet to search for the information. That is how do we study ourselves. So how about you?
I not agree with your point, just because a teacher or a lecturer is the person who teaches and gives the knowledge to us. They have the responsibility to teach us. If a teacher cannot give the knowledge to the students, so what is the teacher is useless, right? And if a teacher can teach in a creative way, I think that the student can have a better result. And what's your opinion, David?
You may right, but let's not forget about family members. We spend most of our time in home. So the family members are very important to motivate us to study, because in our room is the study environment we have to study most of our time. And our family member will know our weaknesses, because since we are live with them since we are born, and they will give us some mentally and physically support. Like my mom will give us some snacks if I am hungry when I'm studying. I think it's time to come to a conclusion. Do anyone of you want to make a conclusion?
I think that the individual himself or herself can motivate a person to study. So
Yeah.
that's your opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you because I agree with you because we know ourselves. Yes, our last
Yeah, this is
sentence.
the most important.
Yeah, after listening to all your opinion, I think that I will change my stand to support that.
Okay, stop.